I love Christina, and I think she'd approve of this top, although I'm quite warm. Now, this week, all 4 couples have had double the trouble in the training rooms, learning not 1, but 2 new dances. Here's how they've been coping. I apologise.
This week has a totally different feel to it than the rest of the competition.
I don't understand the move. Is it like 1, 2 and you're already turning?
It doesn't take you this long to get things. Get your mind where it needs to be.
I'm finding it extremely difficult to learn 2 dances. We're going to go that way.
No.
Spin around.
No.
Don't know.
Think.
There is just so much to learn, so many steps. I am panicking, and I think Ola is just trying to do everything in her power just to keep me focused. Give you resistance.
The biggest problem is going to be remembering the routines as opposed to thinking, oh, no, that's the salsa move. Oh, I can't do it. I just don't want to forget. That's what I don't want to do.
It's like you're balancing plates, and as one's spinning nice, you start balancing the other one and spinning the other one, and the other one starts to wobble. You've got to go back to that one, and then that starts to... And it's a mad juggling act, you know.
It's daunting and challenging switching between 2 completely different styles of dance. We're going ballroom Latin, ballroom Latin, ballroom Latin. I start breaking out into samba in the middle of a tango. It's not going to end well.
OK, don't pull me back.
Officially, Chris's brain is frying.
Give me 2 seconds, give me 2 seconds.
Tell me when you're ready.
Well, I'm a firm believer that if you're going to do something, you're going to do it right. And so Ali and I are not going to place emphasis on the tango or the samba. We're going to do our absolute best to try to nail both.
I feel in this time in the competition, you can't leave a stone unturned. I'm going out and I'm trying to get 40 for both.
We've got to do as much as we can. We've got to train as hard as we can to make 2 brilliant dances.
You know, you're being judged on both dances, so both dances have to be good, if not sensational.
I need to make sure that they're both powerful, strong showstoppers.
I don't think you can leave anything to chance. You've just got to give it full bifter, both dances. If you save anything, you could be sitting on your sofa at home wishing you hadn't.
Woohoo! So it's time for our Friday panel. Please welcome Matthew Cutler, Craig Revel-Horwood, and this Strictly fan.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much.
It's John Barrowman! Look at you, the Dream Boys. John, I know you love the show.
Yes.
Who particularly has caught your eye? Who are you enjoying the most in the series?
It's probably a little controversial because I know some people think he's a little dull, but Ricky, I really like watching.
No!
Yes, absolutely. You know, when I'm watching a dance being done, I want to really enjoy that person. I want to kind of have them in my head, and he's the one I like to watch. Let's just be blunt. He's hot.
Okay.
Okay? Let's be really blunt.
He's also pigeon-toed and has bowed legs.
Doesn't matter. He's got a great chest, and I'm not looking at his feet.
Yeah. Details, Craig. Craig, let me ask you, tomorrow there's 2 shows. There's one show, and then there's like a long wait till the 9:40 results show. How difficult is that going to be for everyone taking part? Because normally you get the results. When I was there helping out, it's like a plaster. You just go, it's very quick, and this person's leaving. Will it be harder for them all tomorrow?
I think it is, because they have more time to procrastinate, darling. You know, that is the biggest problem and issue with it, that they have to wait and wait and wait, and then if there's like a big old dance-off, you know, they'll be a lot more nervous for that. And I think sometimes it goes against people, you know, the nerve thing. But that being said, it's great having it split into 2 shows as well. You know, I sort of enjoy that. I like to have that little break before we go back and do the results show. And plus you get a little bit more entertainment.
Yeah, yes. And nerves are good for the second show. That's exciting for the viewer, for us at home to sit and watch and think they might screw up.
Yeah. OK, apologise for any words. You're not speaking anymore. You went out, of course, with Christine Bleak. Yeah, I love Christine in the quarterfinals. How difficult is it to have taken part for so long and then to have left at that point?
I think it's always, it's never nice to go home, but I think when it becomes 2 dances, it's so much more difficult. Your celebrity's saying to you, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't learn that much. Yeah. And we're saying, no, you'll be fine, and thinking, oh my God, it might not work.
Yeah.
So they're like kind of panicking all week long. So it's never nice to go out, but at least we kind of got to a decent that kind of length in the competition. So I'm sure everyone's going to be really nervous because they're not prepared enough this week.
Because it's just in terms of the training hours. We're going to look at all their dances. First up, the Latin. First up, your favourite, Ricky and Natalie. Have a look at this.
This week, we need the judges back on our side, so I think we're going to have to come up with a beautiful foxtrot for Len. We're going to have to come up with something sexy in the cha-cha for Craig. There's going to be no mistakes for Bruno, and I'm going to put my heart, body and soul into everything for Alicia. OK,
he's going to try everything. This is his cha-cha. Craig, how does it look?
Fashion police, darling. What on earth is he wearing?
OK,
He's
never mind.
I know, I'm trying to look at the footwork, but it's a little difficult with a pair of pants over the trousers. Anyway, hip action, I think, is very, very good, actually. He's got a lovely lunge there as well. He can control Nat, and going into one of those sort of death drop, scenarios is not an easy thing, because if he drops her, she could crack her skull. So I think, they're doing...
Right. Let's try not to focus on that. No, OK, let's do the music. This is what they're dancing to. In the sunshine of your love.
I think just listening to this right off the bat for a cha-cha-cha, I think this is going to be exciting because there's a lot of space in this music to fill it with moves, and I think it'll be exciting because it's opposite of what you would think a cha-cha-cha would be.
OK, Matthew, is that a good cha-cha song?
I think it's OK, but what I'd like to see is for him, like Alicia said, to let go more. He's got good hip action, but the top of his body is kind of always quite stiff and a bit kind of forward. So if he could lift his shoulders back and kind of allow his back to move, then I think the whole thing will look softer and then it can be more free.
OK, very good tip.